What is going on, guys? My name is Commander Coach Sylveon KC, and welcome to the TISA Season 2 post-draft analysis for every single team. I'll have my own post-draft analysis coming up in, I don't know, this probably goes after it, so either way. So here's all the teams. We'll go over each team. Also, I'm doing the post-draft power rankings during this video. And I'll have a separate video talking about the post-draft power rankings, but all the analyst stuff for the post-draft power rankings will be here. I believe we are by ourselves. Yep, we are. We are all by ourselves. So, without further ado, let's start with Sylveon Casey, my team, and I lost my pencil. I do this all on paper. Well, shoot. There it is. And if other people chime in, you know, that's cool. We are going to start with my team, which is Excadrill, Tentacruel. I am including the two trades that happened right after the draft, just because. So Zygarde 10%, Mew, Houndoom, Leafeon, Galvantula, Yuxi, Cryogonal, Luxray, and Sylveon as the captain. So, SKC. How I do this analysis is I start with cores. And a core can be from 1 to 5. So let's start with Firewater Grass Core. The Firewater Grass Core of this team is Mega Houndoom, Tentacruel, and Leafeon. That is, I mean, Mega Houndoom, a decent, ow, I just checked that. I mean, it's a decent core, you could say. It's a decent, oh, we have someone joining. And who is joining us this time? We have Matrix,
Hello?
coach of Carolina Lycanrocs, who's coming in just at the beginning of this very long video. Hola,
Hello.
Matrix.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. How you doing, everyone? It's me, Matrix, and today I am joining Commander.
We are just going through all the team, talking about the teams and rating them, like in the format that I'll be doing the post-draft power rankings in.
Ooh.
Fire, water, grass core. And the first thing I'm looking at is the cores in the team, such as we're starting with my team, Sylveon KC, the Firewater Grass Core of Mega Houndoom, Tentacruel, and Leafeon, which is not the most scariest Firewater Grass Core, but it has some neat features in it.
I kind of like it, actually.
Obviously I would agree. I drafted it.
One thing, though, I'm unsure about the Mega Houndoom, because I don't see it, used too often. Leafeon, I've seen what Levenant can do with that. I think that could put in some major work. And a Tentacruel, I mean, it's a Tentacruel. There's not much to be said about that.
Tentacruel puts in the work and does very well. So, out of 5, what would you give that Firewater Grass Core?
I'd give it about a 2.
I would agree to that. I mean, compared to some of the other cores coming up, Firewater Grass wise, yeah. So next is the Fairy Dragon Steel. Oh, that works out perfectly to FDS. Where in this, and funny enough, the core is Sylveon, Excadrill, Zygarde 10%. Which, first off, obviously the fairy is the best because it is Sylveon, so. And then, as 27 always say, I always lose to Excadrill. I mean, in my last league match, I lost to Excadrill. So, if you can't beat it, just take it. So Excadrill, really good steel type. The bad thing, though, is my steel type and my dragon type are both ground.
Joy.
But what's your thoughts? Besides the fact that, of course, everyone knows Sylveon's the best fairy.
I really think this is a very solid Fairy Dragon Steel. Zygarde 10% will be interesting to see since it is one of the new mons. Excadrill, if used correctly, can do very good amount of work. And Sylveon, there's not much to be said about Sylveon because Sylveon just puts in the work, especially in your hands.
Yes. So I'm thinking like a 4.
Yeah, 4.
Okay, what other cores would Levo want us to cover? There's the Fighting Dark Psychic core. Is
Let's
that a
see.
thing even on my team? It's not.
Let's
I don't
see.
have a fighting
You have
type.
a dark. Yeah, you dang. You have like 2 psychic types.
I have 2 psychic types. I have a dark type. I don't have a fighting type. My fighting type is Luxray clicking superpower.
Bruh.
Let's see, what else? What was the other core that Levo had? Is like ground ice steel?
Was it ground ice steel?
I think that's, let me look.
Yeah, ground ice steel.
Okay,
yeah.
I do have that core.
Yes,
I
you
have-
do, and you got Diagonal.
Ground ice steel. All that work. Oh, I like GSI better than, so ground steel ice core. GSI, and that core on my team is first Cryogonal, and we all know
Yeah.
how much Levo loves Cryogonal.
Oh yeah.
Is Zygarde 10%, and then Exodrill again. So 2 repeats. However, we add Cryogonal to the list.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
I'd say it's about a 3, honestly.
yeah, I would agree to that. So that's for the cores, and that's the only. Is there any other cores you would want to look into a team?
I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Maybe Levo's newest video is another core.
True.
Let's see here. I don't think it is, because I think it's talking about Kieran Black. Which we'll get to
what
Kieran
about
Black
Kieran Black?
eventually.
Yeah, well, what about Kieran Black?
No, he didn't post a new core. Darn it, Levo, you could have totally helped us right there. Okay, so, next thing I always look at, and I remembered when I did post-draft analysis, biggest thing on the team, hazards and hazard control.
True.
And this team screams, I'm going to set up hazards and throw away hazards. Hazards, let's count them off. Exodrill, Tentacruel, Zygarde 10%, Mew, Galvantula, Yuxie. That's 6. That's
I kind of hate that. I kind of hate that Galvantula pick, but you know, whatever.
Yeah. And then hazard control, Exodrill, Tentacruel, Mew, Cryogonal. But I really don't want to run Rapid Spin on Cryogonal, especially when I have 2 very good Rapid Spinners in the first place.
That's true. And a defogger if need be.
Correct. So that's a 4. Okay, what else? What else should we look for?
Volturn.
Volturn, that is very true. So hold on, VT Volturn is
I don't Galvantula.
Galvantula. Galvantula gets both, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sure, both.
I think Mew gets U-turn. I'm unsure
Mew
about.
gets U-turn. Yuxie gets
I'm not-
U-turn.
Anything else?
So Luxray, Galvantula, Yuxie, and Mew. That's 5. It's not that bad.
That's still pretty decent.
That's almost half the team.
Almost, yeah.
So we have hazard control. I mean, I'm not going to do healers or clerics because I don't even remember everyone who has heal bell.
I have an app on my phone that I looked at while doing this draft, trying to figure out which one was which, like what had it and stuff. I forget which mon it was that I was going to draft that had it, but someone took it from me. It wasn't you. Like I can't remember which mon it was. That's gonna come to me later, probably.
Probably.
Oh well, probably.
So, anything else we should cover for each team?
I think we've covered basically all the basics.
Yeah, I would agree to that. So, I'm adding that up. Hey, calculator, you are helpful right now. 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 5. 24. Let's see how a 24 averages with the rest of the teams. I know this next one's going to be low because of the type of team this is, because we are going to talk about Halinator, coach of the St. Louis Carvanas, who drafted Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Manaphy, Klefki, Heliolisk, Kingdra, Kabutops, Torkoal, Gorgeist, Omastar, and franchised Scizor. And you can tell by his first actual pick what this team is, except when you get down to Torkoal, you're like, why did you also draft Sun?
That's this team kind of confuses me a little bit, honestly.
Let's see, Fire, Water, Grass Core. Which water type?
Which water type?
We have our fire type of Torkoal, which is cute, and you know how to use pretty darn well.
I know how to use Torkoal. I'm hoping he does too, or else I'm gonna be pretty mad at him.
We have the grass type of Gorgeist, which is good because it's also a ghost type, so rapid spinners won't really hurt much, or will have to deal with that. But then you have your water types of Omastar, Kabutops, Kingdra, Manaphy, Mega Swampert, and Pelipper.
Honestly, his best water type is the Manaphy, my personal opinion.
I would agree to that statement. So we'll use Manaphy. I mean, the water type obviously is like one of the best in the games.
True.
The fire type isn't the worst thing in the world.
I'll rate fire type. Oh, nice heater.
And then the grass type is one of the best in the T5 rounds. Maybe not for being a grass type, but
I mean, it's still a pretty decent grass type. It can still do some damage.
Yeah. So I would go 3. It's a lot better than mine.
Yeah, I'd go 3 as well.
1, 3. Now we move on to the Fairy Dragon Steel Core of really 2 Mons.
It looks to be Klefki, Kingdra, and Scizor, or something like something along those lines.
Kingdra, and Scizor. Which he has little fairy presence with Klefki, because all Klefki's going to ever hit is play rough fairy-wise.
Yeah, that's true.
But Kingdra under Swift Swim is scary, because that's a special attacking Swift Swim user.
And if you don't want to run Swift Swim, you can always do a Sniper. That does major damage.
Sniper does a lot of damage. And then Scizor, obviously, defogs, does a lot in the right hands.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd give that a 3 as well.
Yeah, straight up 3.
Okay, what other? He has ground. He does not have ice, so we can't go ground, ice, steel.
Nope.
And then there's the dark. He doesn't have a dark type.
No.
And that's all the cores that we can do. I have to point out in the paper that he is a Swift Swim team, and that is a very scary Swift Swim team. Between Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Manaphy, Heliolisk, Kingdra, Kabutops, Omastar.
Yeah. The Omastar, I kind of like that one. Shout out to Vampire.
Swift Swim. And then he has Torkoal. I know he told me he wanted a lot of weather. It'll be interesting with Torkoal. I feel like he can throw some people off.
I'm super excited to see how he runs Torkoal, actually.
Okay, now let's go on to hazards, which I know he doesn't have a lot. Hazards, Mega Swampert, Klefki. Does Kabutops get Stealth Rocks?
I think it does.
Does Omastar get Stealth Rocks?
I believe it does.
So that's a 4. Hazard Control. Pelipper, but why the heck would you run Defog? Kabutops. Torkoal. Omastar. Scizor. That's a 5. And last but certainly not least is the Volt Turning of Pelipper can click U-Turn. Heliolisk can click Volt Switch. Scizor can click U-Turn.
That's about it, I think.
Okay, maths. What does this equal? 23. We're averaging a 24 right now. Okay, next team on the list. It's still on screen. Is Bigbad, coach of the Melbourne Magnetons, who drafted Slurpuff. That was his first pick. I'm not joking. Gastrodon. That was his second pick. I'm not joking. Jolteon, Darmanitan, Mega Heracross, Latios, and Clefable back-to-back. Armaldo, Bisharp, Gliscor, and Hitmonlee. The Melbourne Magnetons. First off, Fire, Water, Grass. Of what? He does not have a grass type.
Wait, he doesn't?
He does not have a grass type.
Bruh, he doesn't. Oh, dang. I thought he had a grass type.
I think he thought he had a grass type.
I think so, too.
Okay. Anyway. Fairy. Steel. Dragon. Okay. I'm like, dude, you better have this core. This is a really good core, though, because a core of Latios, Clefable, and Bisharp. Or you can even tack on Slurpuff.
Ooh.
That is a scary core right there.
And as you guys call him in Zazzle, or however you say it, he's the Unburden Master, if I'm correct?
Correct. He has won games because of Unburden, and he has made people rage because of Unburden.
Oh, Lord.
So, Fairy... Oh, I need to write this down. Fairy... Dragon Steel Core of... I'd almost want to say a 5. But Bisharp is sitting there.
I mean, Bisharp's not that bad. If only it wasn't quad weak to fighting, it'd be a lot better.
Correct. So 4?
Yeah, 4.
1, 4. Okay, what's another core that we can do? The grass, not grass. Say, even if it was a grass, that's not a thing on his team. Ground, steel, ice. He does not have an ice type, so we can't do that. And the last is the... He does have this. He does have a dark psychic fighting core. It's a pretty good one. It's Mega Heracross, Latios, and Bisharp. Also Hitmonlee.
That or you... Yeah, I was about to say, the Hitmonlee's there as well. Like, Hitmonlee actually can do some damage. But Mega Heracross, oh lord.
Mega Heracross can destroy things. I would say that's a 4. With that Latios being there.
Yeah, that Latios is going to be a major, contender when facing him.
Psychic fighting DPF. And that's a 4. Okay. That's next is Hazards. Hazards, Gastrodon. Clefable. Does Armaldo get Hazards? Yes.
Stealth Rocks.
And Gliscor. That's a 4. Hazard Control of Latios.
Latios, Armaldo.
Hitmonlee, Armaldo. Do we want to count Hazard Control being Bisharp?
True.
So a 4 on hazard control and hazard control of a 1. And Volt Turn, which will be interesting because Jolteon, Mega Heracross. Does Latios get U-Turn?
I'm unsure. Hold on, let me check real quick.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
Gliscor. That's it. So if Latios doesn't get U-Turn, which I don't remember. I've never ran the Lotties before.
Let's see.
Oh, that's easy. That's a 20. That's the lowest team thus far. Well, I guess Halos would have been lower, but he has Swift Swim, so... Okay. Next is Portland. I can get that ready. While we figure out if Latios can learn U-Turn, Portland's team, which is the last team you see on there, coached by African Goku, is Magearna Gudra. That's already a core right there. Mega Scizor, Tangrowth, Thundurus Therian, Chandelure, Smeargle, Medicham, Pastioman, Miltank, and Greninja. This team looks scary, but it's all mons that need to be used one way.
True. And Latios does not get U-turn.
Okay, so that puts Bigbad at a 20, and that's the lowest team thus far. But I'll figure out multipliers and things, because some people, as we'll come to find out, got sniped really bad. Anyway,
oh yeah.
Portland. Fire being Chandelure, who originally was in my plan after I figured out Mew was a thing. Water type of Greninja, Torrent Greninja, and a grass type of Tangrowth. So we have a very solid fire, water, grass core. There's really no complaints. I mean, Chandelure's not the best fire type, but it's not something you want to just forget.
Yeah. That thing can do some work. Like, so you have Tangrowth out, immediately switch into Chandelure with Flashfire. Yeah. And,
oh, there goes your team.
Bye-bye.
However, I would say that's a 4.
Yeah, I can agree with the 4 there.
4, and I know this one's going to be a fun one to talk about. The Fairy Dragon Steel Core of Magearna and Gudra and Mega Scizor. That, first off, it just covers with Magearna and Gudra.
Yeah.
But then you throw Mega Scizor on there, and it's like, oh well then.
Interesting.
I mean, that's a 4 in my book. There's not a lot to talk about. It's a really good core right there.
Yeah, I can agree with that one.
Okay, next up, does he have? I think he has a. Does he have a dark type? Greninja's a dark type. So
Greninja.
Psychic, fighting, dark type of really Medicham, Passimian,
The Simian.
The Simian. Words. That it's not like the scariest core. But I mean, Medicham can do things, but you're not. The only second moves you're gonna see is on Headbutt.
Yeah.
And then Greninja's not gonna be running Dark type moves unless it's like a Dark Pulse or it's a Night Slash or a knockoff. And then I don't consider Passimian like remotely a mon. So that's like a 1.5. Because it's like sorta okay. But
yeah.
It's you wouldn't want your team featured with that core.
Not really, no.
What? Let's see. PF of 1.5. What's next? There was the ground. Does he have an ice type? He does not have an ice type, so we can't do that. That means we move on to hazard and hazard control.
Let's see.
Hazards, Magirna,
Smeargle.
Smeargle, Miltank, Greninja. That's 4. It's not bad.
That's pretty decent.
Hazard control, Mega Scizor, Smeargle. That's a 2.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
And the thing is, you're not. I wouldn't expect Smeargle to come every week. I would expect Mega Scizor to be the main hazard control of the team. So that's something he should probably watch out for.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Volturnings. Volturning of Mega Scizor, Thundertherian. I guess Smeargle.
If you want to run it that way.
I think Passio-Man gets U-turn. I know Greninja gets U-turn.
Let's see. It's U-turn. That is actually that's actually a good question. Let's just see. Moves. It does get U-turn.
Okay, so I was right. I've never even remotely looked at that mon, so I'm surprised that I got that right. So 4.
I'd watch out because this thing can learn Shadow Ball. The Simeon.
Okay, so Portland has a score of 20.0 or 20.5. It'd be a 20, but you know, his very weird dark psychic fighting. Next on the list, I have to move this over. Can I not move? Really? I have to move you here. We have the next 4 teams. Next up, a very scary opponent for everyone, and everyone should be worried about this. We have the Boston Weasels and Coach Jhawk with a team of Zerkstree, Alolan Marowak, Araquanid, Amoonguss. That's not even used. Jellicent, Buzzwole, Landorus Therian, Comfey, Persian, and Swellow.
Well, my question is, what is this team?
It's like, here's all these really good mons, and we're gonna throw them on a team.
And then Mega Camera up.
And then we're gonna give me Mega Camera up because I want more points.
True.
So let's go over. Does he have a grass type? He has a Amoonguss. Okay. Fire, water, grass core of Alolan Marowak and Mega Camerupt for fire.
Yeah.
Water is Jellicent and Araquanid.
Yeah, I can't say his.
And then the grass type is Amoonguss. I mean,
He's got some pretty good options.
Let's just not think about Mega Camerupt. Let's say his fire type's Alolan Marowak. I mean, it's a good core. It's not. You wouldn't expect that core to be together.
Quite interesting, actually.
I would totally give that a 3.
Yeah, 3.
I mean, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it's definitely not the worst.
If it works for him, then hey, good luck.
Okay, so let's go. What's his fairy type? Comfey. That's cute. What's his dragon type? Can't do that core. He don't have a dragon type.
Does he have a steel?
He doesn't even have a steel type either.
Huh.
So that's something interesting to know. He doesn't have a dragon or a steel type. Let's move on to the ground. Does he have an ice type? No. Can't do that
Nope.
core either. And then dark psychic fighting. He doesn't have a fighting type.
Yeah, he does.
He does? Oh yeah, Buzzwall.
Yeah.
Let's see, Buzzwall.
I don't think he has a psychic type.
He doesn't have a psychic type. We can't do that either. We can't talk a little bit about some of the mons he has, like Zerkstri with base 175 attack, or base 175 special attack, I think. Which that is scary in all on its own. He got Landorus Therian very far into the draft. Which is, I mean, you know Yachi Berry is coming, so you run, you know, run accordingly. Because he doesn't have a lot of cores, I'm just going to give him a 3 on the rest of his mons. Because I know Jhawk, and if I put him dead last, because this might be the dead last spot. If I put him dead last, that's like false advertising.
False advertising.
So we'll give him a 3, hopefully to help him up. Hazard control. I don't think Alola Marowak gets Stealth Rocks anymore. Moving on. Camerupt. Why would you have Camerupt be your Stealth Rocker? Landorus Therian. There's a good Stealth Rocker right there, boys. 2.
True.
2. Really 1. Because, like, Mega Camerupt shouldn't be a thing. So, like, 1.5. Hazard control. Oh, this one looks sad. Swallow. That could be a problem.
Yeah, Swallow, definitely.
Hazard control. 1. I'm very tempted now to contact him. Did you plan any hazard control on your team?
I think he's listening in, actually.
Let's see if he's listening in. Jhawk is listening in. Dude, where's your hazard control?
Offense
does not need control. Okay, so Bigbad has joined us, but
What's happening?
hola, Bigbad.
Hello.
We were just going over everything. So yeah, Jhawk doesn't need any hazard control because he has offense, which I would agree because Zerkstri is scary and Mega Camerupt should be like abandoned.
Yeah.
Let's go to Volturn. Zerkstri.
It's a pretty bad turn-up. Unless you run Scarf on it.
Landorus Therian. Swallow. I think 3.
I think so. I'm looking at this right now. Cubone can learn Stealth Rocks, so that's making me wonder if Alola Marowak is able to get it.
We'll give it to him because he needs a lot more point. Jhawk,
He needs a
I know
point.
you're listening, so defend your team real fast. Persian gets U-turn, so that's another one.
There we go.
Because I know how good of a battler Jhawk is, and this team just... Okay, it will speak for itself, so we're going to do Jhawk Ego.
It does not get Stealth Rock.
It does not.
Alright.
Dang. Okay. Wait, Cubone doesn't, or Alolan Marowak doesn't?
Alolan Marowak probably.
Alolan Marowak doesn't.
Because that was
Dang.
probably by a move tutor.
Neither does base Marowak, according to
Jhawk,
Wikipedia.
Ego. That's a 5. Three.
Have you done my team yet?
Yes.
Oh, rip.
Oh, rip.
Plus 5.
I missed it.
Jhawk has a 17. That is the lowest team. But I'm going to make a star against this because that concerns me. That's like false advertising.
True.
That's
Hey,
like
what even is his team?
his
What's his team called?
Boston Buizels.
Good defensive core. Baraquanida, Moongus, and Mega Camera.
It'll be interesting to see how he uses this team, honestly.
I think his team's good. Better than a lot of other people's. Like, a lot of other people's.
Commander's not talking. What's going on?
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
We're back. Sorry for that small break. I wish it was to get something to drink, but I still didn't get that. We should probably move on. We are going to move on to Ozzy, coach of the Gainesville Greninjas, who drafted Weavile, Magnezone, Slowking, Flygon, Mega Altaria, Volcanion, Kyurem, Golbat, Rhydon, and Dugtrio. His team is missing something. I just can't figure out what quite yet, so we gotta figure it out. Besides the fact that it's missing an 11th Mon.
True.
All I have to say is an Ice-type tears through his team other than Weaver. Even with a resisted hit from Slowking. Like, the rest of his team get that. Or maybe Volcanion too, but that doesn't
Okay,
count.
okay, Fire, Water, Grass of... Never mind, can't do that, he doesn't have a grass type.
He has Fairy Dragon Steel.
He has a Fairy Dragon Steel of Magnezone, Mega Altaria, and Flygon,
Oh, yeah,
and Kyurem.
There you go.
He's got 3 dragons. I kind of like this guy right now.
He has 3 dragons? That's great. I think I face him. You know what that means. Choice
GG.
Specs Hyper Voice.
Yeah, Clef just walls all of them for me, so that's nice.
By the way,
See here.
I apologize for my laugh.
That is perfectly okay. Fairy Dragon.
It's cute, don't worry.
Fairy Dragon Steel. I mean, it's a good core. I know Magnezone works really well because I have it in Zastal. And I've used Flygon in pretty much every league besides the last 2. This one and Zastal. And then Mega Altaria is a really good. Mega, that was my Mega last season in the TISA. And then Kyurem is Kyurem. You run Scarf. Or you run Bulky Roost.
True.
So I'd say like a 4.
I can go with
4 for what? I don't understand these numbers. What?
With out of 1 to 5, we're rating the cores.
That way, so power ranking's a bit easier on my league.
Oh, okay. I give it a 3.
Okay. Bigbad gives it a 3. That means it's a 3.66.
3.66.
You make
At
my
least there's not
calculation life hard.
Oh, it's just math. I can do it for you if it's hard.
Let's see here. Dark, Psychic, can't do that. No fighting
Nope.
type. Ice, Ground, Steel, we can do that one.
Yeah.
I was the last person to have a Ground, Steel, Ice core. And that core for him would be Weavile, Magnezone, Flygon, Kyurem, Rhydon, and Dugtrio. He has a lot of choices, but I'm probably going to keep it to Weavile, Magnezone, and Dugtrio.
Honestly, that's probably the best one right there.
Weavile, obviously really good. I just saw someone win a game because of Weavile, and the replay right after that,
Yep.
I saw someone lose a game because of Weavile.
Yeah, I saw Weavile cleaning up Pedro. It's pretty good.
Magnezone, as I said, really good. And then Dugtrio's, they buffed Dugtrio for Gen 7, so I'll be interested to see how... that fares. So I'd say like a 3. Uh-oh. No? I think my internet died. Potentially. I'm going to say as they're not talking, we're going to give him a 3 because the internet died. Yeah, it's offline mode. So we're just going to continue going until the internet decides to work again. That's a 3. Hazard control. Or hazards and hazard control. His hazards are going to be Flygon. No. Yes. No. Flygon. Rhydon, Dugtrio. That's a 3. Hazard control. Flygon. Mega Altaria. Golbat. That's a 3. His Volt Turning Core. Of Weavile getting U-turn, Magnezone getting Volt Switch, Flygon getting U-turn, Mega Altaria getting U-turn, Golbat getting U-turn. That's a 5. And that adds up 3.66 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 5. A 17.66. So, funny enough, it almost looks like thus far the people that have the highest point total were lowest on the pre-draft power rankings. Because Ozzy, well, that with the switch of Jhawk and Ozzy, right there, because they were like point something, 0.16 off. Let's move on to another hey, I put all 4 of the best kind of in this league right here. We're going to move on to 27. Coach of the crazy Cali Diamonds, or Cali Crazy Diamonds? California Crazy Diamonds. I need to make sure that Discord's working, or not working. Yep, Discord is still trying to activate which time? That is okay. We will continue going with 27th team of Celestial, Tyranitar, Entei, Slowbro, Shaman, Mudsteel, Crobat, Raichu, Togetic, Combustion, and Megalopunny. This was, like, if I showed you his team that he wanted to draft, he got, like, 4 of his mons. He got Celestial, Megalopunny, because that was a mascot, Tyranitar, Entei, and Shaman. Other than that, it went downhill. Hey, do we have people again?
Hello.
No, so you DC'd.
Yeah, I disconnected, and I finished up Ozzy's. And we're now on to 27.
Oh, great.
Okay.
So, back to on to 27. Fire, water. Oh, there we have a very solid fire, water, grass core
Yes, we do.
of Entei, Slowbro, and Shaman. And Combustion, I guess.
God help us all.
Buskin's great.
This is one of the most solid fire, water, grass cores so far.
I just realized something.
What?
Combuskin gets speed boost and he gets baton pass.
Yes.
God
Yeah,
help everyone.
that's what it's said is. It's a speed passer.
So what would he be speed buffing?
God help us all.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a Scolipede, whatever it's called, without the offense,
True.
but more defensive. So
And 27 tier.
He is.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He has.
oh yeah,
27 is here. You have perfect timing, dude. Except, are you back on solid ground?
I'm home now.
Okay, good. You're home.
Welcome home.
that's very good.
I'm gonna leave the entire day, but I'm home now.
So,
And can we talk about how I had to respec my entire draft plan 3 times? Because I was like, I want 3 T1s, and he's like, you can't do that. Like, I want 3 T3s, and he's like, can't do that. Like, I'll get 3 T4s, and he's like, oh, guess what, you couldn't do that either. And I was like, oh, yes.
I'm just gonna say you're very hard to hear right now. 27.
That is because I am talking on the wrong side of my Bluetooth headphones. I thought the mic was on the other side.
Yeah. I kind of didn't want to interrupt your monologue, but yeah, I thought I should tell you. But yeah, it's better now. There you go.
Well, I'm also really upset because you guys just let Halo get this rain team, and I don't know how you expect anyone to stop it. If he goes anything less than 10-0 this year, he is a complete fraud and a buster, and we shall hold you in the such. There's no reason he should ever lose a game with that team. If he loses anyone, he loses to anyone. He is a complete buster.
Don't worry, I got him covered.
Shizzy
Yes, ma'am.
could go 10-0 with this team. Shizzy could go 10-0 with this team. Shizzy is complete ass. Shizzy is complete ass. And he could go 10-0 with this team.
okay. I wrote that down in my notes to talk about. 27 praise.
I'm just like upset that you let this happen. Like I had my own draft plan, and then as soon as you were like, as soon as you saw Peloton Mega Swampert, you should have been like, priority, get rid of the shit. And I was like, I want T-Tar for a reason. Commander knows. One of my favorite mons is something that just beats rain. DT. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. It's just thunderous in general. And I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna draft you this time. I have you in the other league that I'm in, and I have you in the other league I'm in. I'm gonna go with a mon that I love, but I've never drafted before, and I'm gonna get T-Tar instead. And then I don't remember what he got next, but after that I was like, well, it's over. He's winning like the league. Like, I'm not even like, I'm just gonna do whatever I do and hope somebody tries to stop him. And then nobody did.
I
I wasn't realizing what he was drafting.
I didn't stop him because I was the one helping him.
I was immediately just like, y'all can't do this. Like, whenever I was mad, I was just mad. I wasn't like, I was just like, why? Like, what in your, like, I'm doing my thing out here. Like, y'all can tell by my team, there's no way I'm stopping rain. I'm getting 6-0 by Mega Swampert immediately. But I just want to know what y'all were thinking. Like, y'all were like, oh, I can deal with that. No, you can't. You're going to get destroyed. You're going to get completely reamed by that team. Like, if he doesn't 6-0 everybody in this league, he's a fraud.
Well, the fact that I went
Just
this
that's
last 5 picks were all trying to find answers to one of my mons.
Wait, which one? Wait, which one?
Run the calc. on a max speed. He has a max speed, max attack Swampert, and run the calc against Mega Houndoom in the sun. With light screen on his side, I still OCO him.
With what? Solar Beam?
Solar Beam. If
Bro,
he doesn't
I mean,
have light
right?
screen up, that's also if he's a max special defense full HP. If he's not that, and he doesn't have a light screen up, which I told him you probably should bring Klefki week 1 with reflect and light screen.
Well, if he brings Klefki, you know what you just do? You just run Brick Break, and that's it.
Yeah.
'Cause who thinks, like, I know, like, people are like, oh, we have screeners, there's no way I can use screeners. I'm like, this is move. Introduce Cmdr, and it's called Brick Break. And it's like, hey, I see you're setting up screens. It would be a shame if I just destroyed those and ruined your entire shit that you were doing here. Because you were about to be a cancerous cunt, and I was just like, fuck you. I'll just kill you.
Anyway, let's go back to... Oh, wow. This has been going on for a while. We're going to break this up into 2 parts, folks. Let's go back to 27th team. Where were we? We're on the Firewater Gas Core of Entei,
Yes.
Slowbro, and Shaman.
You know what I'm really upset about that I didn't realize until
What?
after I drafted Entei? Entei does not have Flash Fire anymore. It has inner focus now.
Entei.
Entei has inner focus now as a hidden ability and not Flash Fire.
Yeah.
I was so mad. I realized that I was like, I wanted 2 things to cover the 2 weaknesses of Celesteela, and Arcanine got sniped because I usually would go for Arcanine because it's so versatile, but I never get Entei, and it's so strong, and Secret Fire is such a good move. So I was like, whatever, I'll get Entei. You get Flash Fire, right? Not anymore. Not anymore. At least I have T-Tar. I'll take it. I think you like V-Create.
I'm putting that as a 4.
I'm also glad that
I voted for 2.
I'm also glad I have rocks, like reliable rock setter. Well, and a Lottie answer.
Dragon Steel. 27's Fairy Dragon Steel Core is Celesteal. Never mind, he doesn't have a dragon type.
I'm like, I don't have a dragon type. What are you talking about? I was gonna draft one. I was gonna draft a Lottie, but you said I couldn't.
Yeah, you didn't have... You wouldn't have had enough
Could you
points.
imagine? Could you imagine Megalopoly, Celesteela, Tyranitar, and Latios in league?
I had enough points for a laddie. Lol. Correct.
I know you did. You know what? I know you did. I wanted a Lottie, and if I had enough points, if I would have been able to convince Commander to make Little Cup 0, I would have had that Lottie. However, y'all decided that you wanted to ruin my fun. And now I have a combustion.
Lottie down to a combustion. Dark type, negative.
Yeah,
Ice
dark type from Manta.
What? Oh yeah, Tyranitar is a dark type. So that's a dark.
Yep.
There's
And what a
not
great
a psychic
dark
type.
type,
Never
too.
mind.
Slowbro.
Slow bro.
Oh yeah, Slowbro. So I guess
And
there's
what-
a fighting dark and psychic.
Can we talk about how good a dark type Tyranitar is without having knockoff? It's probably the best dark type in existence that doesn't learn that move.
Tyranitar,
Because
Slowbro,
it's like,
Bigbad. That's a 4. It's like. That's a 4.
I
That's
would-
a straight 4.
to be honest, I would have gotten, if I could have, I would have got like just a ridiculously strong dragon, like Haxorus. But then I was like, oh, well, I guess because usually I don't draft dragons, like unless I need to, or unless they're like just so happen to also be like a ground type or something that just so happen to also be a dragon. I'm like, oh, I guess I got a dragon. Because it's not like, because like dragon resists are like I know they resist before, but like that's it. Like, what do? You're a sleeper, or like you come in on shit, or like your Latios or some shit. I just don't like build around dragons unless it's like an OU team and I have a core for it. Like if I have a league team and I'm like, I gotta build around like an Axer. I'm just like, it's lame. I don't want to do it, and I just won't draft it.
Let's go to the Hazard and Hazard Control on 2017. Hazards, Tyranitar, Mudsdale. Right?
Mudsdale doesn't get rocks.
That's
Mudsdale don't get rocks.
Mudsdale don't get rocks. Tyranitar.
You know what does get rocks? That's the ground type. Donphan.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted? For you snipe the shit out of me? One Donphan. You snipe the shit out of me. I'm still mad. I have to fix Soul when we play. I have to. I could eliminate it. I could ruin his life, so he'll never play Pokemon again. Just go get before you. And you just be like, I got 6 goals in 6 turns. It's over for me. I can't do this no more. I'll be like, before you leave, before you hang it up, give me Donphan. He's like, okay, I have it now. And that's how I'm gonna get it. I'll just ruin his Pokemon career forever.
Oh my god.
Okay. Hazard Control. Crobat. Tuga
So
Tuga.
that, no. You call him Noyle. That's his name. You should remember this. You were in a league with me where I had it, and this Noyle is the most, like, I don't even remember how I got that name. The Togetic has always been Noyle. It's just like, it just fits, you know? It's just like, I can't even describe it. It's like, you look at Togetic, and it's like, that's Noyle. That's a Noyle, man. Like when I looked at Dundee I was like, that's a Kiowa. Sometimes you just look at them on, and you're just like, yeah, that's your name. Like that's your name. Like people look at in front of you, that's Goku. It's just like that, man. It's always just been Noyle. So clutch too. Noyle is like the most clutch mon ever. Except for that time you got crit and I lost. But we're not gonna talk about why Verity is cancer of YouTube right now. What were we talking about?
Revolt Turn Core.
Oh yeah. Can we talk about Volturn Path?
Togetic. Raichu. Crobat.
And Lockman.
And Megalopunny. That's a 4. That's not bad.
I could have sworn I was getting passed on something else. I could have sworn I was getting passed on something else. I was gonna have Magneton. That's right. But you screwed me, and now I don't.
I don't. Okay, let's calc this up. That's a 4 plus a 4 plus a 1 plus a 1 plus a 2 plus a 4. That it does not supposed to equal 56.
What? Hello?
oh god. Or like
16.
41 or something.
16.
I'm just like, where's my everything?
This is kind of funny. If you look at the totals thus far, and you look at the pre-draft power rankings, so far the teams that are like ranked 1 high have the lowest ranked draft, and the teams that are ranked low have the highest ranked draft. Because I'm sitting at a 24, and all
What
the
am
way
I
down,
sitting at?
and all the way
Lowest-
down 27 sitting at a 16.
What am I sitting?
You have a 20
Oh, nice. That's right.
So apparently my draft is like the worst draft.
right now, but we've yet to get to someone else's
Well,
draft.
Well,
Which
to
will
be
be next
fair,
episode.
I did something completely different this draft. I did something like I'd never do, and I was just like, I wasn't like, I didn't really have a plan. I was just like, I want these mons, and I'll build a team around that. And I didn't really think about it. I was just like, whatever, man, I'll just get these because I like these.
Okay,
And
we're
it
going to
just
do
so
the
happened to be kind of balanced.
last team for this part because I'm not going to make this a 2-hour thing. We're going to split it up.
Nah, dude, just make it a 27-hour thing, and then you can take 27 hours.
We have the person who started the draft. We have Sokka, coach of the New York Arcaniners, who has Tapu Bulu, Mega
Go
Gyarados,
Arcanine for me. Go
Mandibuzz,
Arcanine for me.
Mamoswine, Diancie, Registeel, Cofagrigus, Haxorus, Minshao, Crustle, and Fluffy Puppy.
Left puppy.
No,
If you look
no,
at,
no,
there is an
no,
actual.
no, 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 no. You're not just gonna
Baby
call
sacred.
Arcanine. You're not just gonna call Arcanine Fluffy Puppy like that. I'm not gonna allow it. Not in my house. Oh my god. You still Arcanine
Let's-
to me. So immediately, so already I don't care what his draft is. Like personally, I just want to beat him. But you listed off a bunch of threats. Like his team is legit straight threat. It's like Tapu Bulu, that's a threat. Like Gyarados, how was that tier 2? That's tier 2, right?
What?
Tier 2, right? Or something.
Right.
No, it's tier 1.
Tier 1?
Like it should be tier 1. It's good.
It is.
It is good. I was like, why would it be tier 2? And then you said something, I don't remember. Arcanine, that's power. Haxorus, that's power. Yanshao is fucking gross.
Minshao
Minshao-
dies to Scarf dies
I don't care what
to
it does.
Banded Quick Attack.
I don't care what it does to. I don't care what it does to. Yanshao is disgustingly strong. You're disgustingly resilient. If you want to run Regenerator Scars versus Reckless Scars, do whatever, man. It's so strong. It's so strong. For no reason.
Speaking of cores, the Firewater Grass core of Arcanine, Mega Gyarados, and Tapu Bulu is scary.
I appreciate him giving me, I appreciate the grassy terrain. I really appreciate you making this easier for me. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to cross poison that Tapu Bulu, okay? Alright.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna say a 4.5.
Yeah. 4.5. Honestly.
I'd say 4.
I'm about to give him that goose egg. Only because he stole Arcanine from me. And because I wasn't here when we started, and it wouldn't be fair.
That means a 4.3. Bigbad making the weird numbers here, guys.
That's true.
It was out of what? What was it out of?
5.
Okay, so who gave my draft a 1? I just want to know who did it. Who did it? Who wants to die tonight?
How about that Snorlaxter?
No, I'll come for you. Just tell me who did it. I'll come. Like, out the window right now. Look at me.
Moving on to the Fairy Dragon Steel core. Does he have a... He does have a Dragon type. Haxorus, Registeel, and
And
Diancie.
Mega Gyarados.
Haxorus
Isn't Mega Gyarados
dragon not named Latios or Latias or Garchomp or any of the dragons that are better than Haxorus.
Registeel does one thing. Diancie.
Registeel does one thing really good, and Diancie does a couple of things really good.
So that's like a 2.5.
I say about 3.
Matrix, I see what you typed in chat. I've been walking around. I can't get plugged up, but I just saw it. You trying to die tonight?
Yep.
Alright, I'm tired
Bad.
of you.
What would you rate it?
The Fairy Dragon Steel
Yes.
is 3.
3, 2.5. That's a 2.83. That's a fun number.
Ooh, sounds fun.
You can give him a 2.7 from me.
What number?
You said 2.7.
Dang it, 27. I have to recalc this. 3,
Oh,
2.5,
good.
2.7.
Hold on, is Brayden in here? Because I have some words for him if he's in here. Brayden is not in here. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
try to
Jhawk. Well,
like, what?
Jayhawk's the only other person in here, but he's not talking.
Jayhawk never says anything. He
Okay.
never says anything.
So, actually, that just goes to a 2.8 because of 27. So that's actually better.
Thanks, 27.
Well,
What's the
you
next?
know me, making life easier for everyone.
Fighting. Psych. Never mind.
No.
Never mind either on ice. Okay. Let's go hazards. Wait, here's a Tapu. I gave a point to Jhawk and 27 for having Ultra Beast, so I'll give a point to Sokka for having a Tapu.
You gave me a point for having Ultra Beast.
Yes.
Oh.
Hazards, hazard control. Let's go down the list. Hazards, Mamoswine, Diancie, Registeel.
Does Mandibuzz get removal?
So 4 on the hazards. Hazard control, Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz.
Does Crustle get spin? Or something?
Oh my. Oh my. Hold on, I need a moment.
27 needs a moment. We will take a short commercial break.
So what happened was, I was going back to the Zazzle server because I got the pings. And, unfortunately the only chat that was pinged at the moment was the one that belongs to me. Man, you know which one that is.
Yeah.
And so I just opened it. Oh my. Oh, this is very interesting.
What happened? What?
What?
I probably don't want to know.
Oh, I mean,
Was this in a channel in Zazzle?
yeah, it's the one that belongs to me.
Oh. Um.
I'm not gonna
Dang
look.
it,
I'm just
non-Zazzle.
gonna keep going.
Oh my god. No. No, please. No. Oh my god.
Oh my lord, this is. I'm saving those. I'm saving both of those.
I'm not even in Zazzle. I don't even know what's going on.
You probably
Well,
don't
invite
know what's
you.
going on.
You don't need. Well, you don't need to know. You're too young.
Oh wait, yo,
Wait, how old are you?
who, me?
Yeah.
18.
Yeah, you're too young. Sorry.
Yeah, you're too young.
What?
Sokka has an
Boy.
ice
Not like
type.
me.
Oh, yeah,
Not like me. I'm
Mamo.
16 years old.
You're not old enough to drink, so you can't.
Well, I mean,
Do I
Big
really look like I give a fuck?
Bigbad. I mean, I'm 18 too. So
GSI
it's my channel. So.
of Mamo.
I mean, I can send them to you if you want. I don't know if you want to see this.
And Registeel.
Mamo.
That's like a 3. A 2 and 10/18.
Who did it?
I don't even know what. 10
I'll give it a 3 and 11 120s.
What are we rating?
The Mamoswine Registeel core. That is ground steel ice.
Ground steel ice. That core dies to Megalopody. I'm gonna give him that. I'm gonna give him a 1. Where you at?
I'm not even
I'm not
gonna run the calc on that. That's gonna be a 2.
Not really. I'm just gonna give him like a whatever. Just like
Um,
just add like the average and then like next to it plus whatever.
Let's see here. Hazard control was just Mandibuzz, which that could be an issue. I don't think I faced Sokka, so that means I don't get to completely destroy his hazard control.
Hmm.
Well, fortunately for me, I have a T-Tar, so his hazard control is about to get hefted. But
And
unfortunately,
then
he has a Mamoswine, so my
Volturn.
T-Tar is about to get hefted.
Mamoswine. Menshao. Woo, a 2. He doesn't have an electric type.
Ooh.
Doesn't-
Alright.
Hold on, that's like actually really bad. Like in League, electric types are like electric moves, electric stab makes or breaks a game. It's just such a good stab to have on the team. It doesn't even have to be fast, though it's preferred. Like just fast Volt Switch or
Yeah,
whatever.
like you could have drafted something shit. It's good enough.
Right, I drafted Raichu for a reason. I drafted Raichu for one reason. For 2 reasons. For 3 reasons. I drafted Raichu for 3 reasons.
Okay. Hit me with
It's
it.
Lightning Rod, it's
Mhm.
110 speed, and it has
Yep.
Nasty Plot.
We
Those are all
will come back next, probably 2 hours from now when this video comes up, but like 2 minutes from now, once in real life, and we will cover the other 8 teams. Those are kind of, actually, Those are the 8 teams that were in last season. And
And
now we're going
I
to
was
do
there
the
also
8
last season.
new teams.
I was also there.
And so, that is
Yes,
all.
but
My name's Commander with Matrix, Bigbad, 27, and Jhawk. And we
AKA
will
the
see
Black Body
you.
Star.
We will see you sometime in the near future.
Deuces.